Hi guys, I thought I'd do another reaction video. This time, the Jimmy Mikhail Show. So if you don't know what Jimmy Mikhail Show is, it was a UK daytime talk show. It started, I believe, in 2005 and then it ended in 2013 when the death of a guest happened. Apparently the guest had failed the polygraph test and the result of that ended up with him taking his own life. So prior to the show, there wasn't any sort of rowdy UK talk show until this show came about. At the time it was unique because Jeremy Kyle would actually berate his guests on the show, whereas with the likes of Jerry Springer, his guests would speak on microphone and berate the guests. Anyway, I came upon this video from the Telegraph, the Jeremy Kyle Show, a dark and dangerous form of entertainment. So here we go.
On today's show, she was seeing him behind your back.
Yeah. You two are scum! Yeah. That's all you are, is scum!
You're scum!
Dance too!
Why is he spending money?
Because you're too busy doing drug deals? Well, she's 16 and she's got your baby growing inside her stomach. Today we're about to meet Linda. Linda's here to confront her ex, Jason, who claims he isn't the father of a 4-year-old daughter.
He came to the house drunk out of his face, punched me and dragged me back home.
Would you like to tell you what he did to me then? To get all your friends to beat me up in the street?
You know,
I think that poor child has been spited by you. You were the mother.
That is it.
Now, some of the contestants, let's say, are facially challenged. They've got buck teeth, poor dental hygiene, and they dress somewhat inappropriate on the show. None of them come with shirts and ties and suits. The show is based in Manchester, so what the show would do is target the most vulnerable people and put them on air. And there was a report somewhere that the show it themselves would keep them essentially locked away, or they would interrogate them prior to the show being aired. So yeah, not the most professional show in the world. And when it comes to the polygraph, I've always been aware of its controversies, because if you're asking a question to the person and that question offends you, it's going to trigger an increase in heart rate. So when the person answers a question, it's going to be portrayed as them telling lies. So I knew that one day that would come to bite the show in the arse. Anyway.
That's because you're selfish!
Well, the DNA test results show that Ash is not the child's biological father.
Now, DNA tests are founded on pure science. The polygraph, not so much. I mean, if you're coming into the environment hot and sweaty, you're going to be cautious of answering the questions because your heart rate's already high. But like I say, I knew that one day that would come back to them, bite them in the arse, and that ultimately resulted in their show ending after several years on ITV. Anyway.
Oh, no! Yeah, that's why I employ them, you idiots.
Big man.
Why?
Do you mean why?
Because you're up to no good yourself.
Is that right?
Then why don't you prove it?
Right?
All right. I'm sorry, darling, he's not your father.
Now, in those instances, you do feel sorry for the guests, whether it's the DNA of the baby or a parent and their son or daughter. The polygraph for the people that stole from family, that's not accurate, and it's been well documented that those tests aren't totally accurate. But this is just so sad when this happens, when a person has known someone for so many years, to find out they're not their father, mother, whatever. It is really sad.
Right, listen, do me a favour. Listen, let's all go this way.
Who are in difficult circumstances themselves, and
But
so
it's honest, isn't it? I mean, there's the point. You know, we have this debate so much of the time. There's 10 or 15 minutes. What do you want me to do? Sit there and mollycoddle them? The aftercare service that is the best that there's ever been on a talk show. We put last year...
Now, the aftercare team, that's debatable because it was discovered that the aftercare team didn't do its job properly. The sort of long-term care didn't exist at all. The inquiry said that themselves, and these types of shows have got to be accountable for what they provide and what they do. And as for the case of Steve Diamond, who took his own life, they could have helped him. They could have prevented him from committing suicide. But when you have a format like this show that interrogates your guests before they even go on the show, and other harsh forms of treatment, it's only going to end one way: the show being axed. Anyway.
I couldn't give you a definitive number, Jonathan, but we put over 300 people into detox and rehab programmes.
So that is it. So if any Americans are watching, they will know that the Jeremy Kyle show did air in the US for a bit in 2013, 2012. Personally, I preferred the US version of the show compared to the UK version. But yeah, to summarise, the show did air for 14 years in the UK, and if you're a viewer, I'm sure it gave you lots of entertainment value. For those on the show themselves, a different story. They were badly treated on the show, prior to the show as well, and the so-called aftercare team didn't really suffice. The guests were more or less left in their own devices after the show ended. Anyway, that's just a quick little video reacting to the Jeremy Kyle show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you next time.